God bless Philippines. We are live from your number one radio station, RDVP, Radio de San Vicente de Paul. Radio de San Vicente de Paul.
Time check, it's 4:40 in the afternoon, and we're experiencing a very hot weather.
As hot as our broadcasters in the studio.
But of course, nothing hotter than the news we bring. So stay tuned, our brothers and sisters.
For today's news, we give to you the most intriguing,
The most exciting,
and the much talked issues of the world,
from the international issues,
down to those closest in your heart,
we bring to you
only the best. A terrorist attack on Vienna,
disturbing typhoon prostrates on the country,
a love of two celebrities,
accelerating sports,
and health updates of today.
For our international news, today, 15 wounded in Vienna terror attack. For the report, here is Brocard.
Police said that several shots were fired shortly after 8 p.m. on the lively streets in the city center and that there were 6 shooting locations. Unverified footage on social media showed gunmen walking through the streets, apparently shooting at people at random, wounding several. The motive was under investigation, but Kurz said that the possibility it was an anti-Semitic attack and cannot be ruled out, given that the shooting began outside Vienna's main synagogue. It was closed at the time. Interior Minister Karl Nehammer said that the army had been asked to guard key locations in the city as hundreds of heavily armed police hunted for the gunman. He urged people in Vienna to stay indoors and avoid the city centers and encouraged parents not to send their children to school on Tuesdays. Kurz praised police for killing one of the attackers and vowed, "We will not never allow ourselves to be intimidated by terrorism and will fight these attacks with all means." Live at Vienna, reporting.
For national news, people were killed as Typhoon Goni struck the Philippines. Live in the coastland city of Legazpi, here is Brother John Paul Santalwana.
At least 4 have died as Typhoon Goni hits the Philippines. In the strongest typhoon the country has seen this year. Wind gusts up to 192 km/h. The torrential rain has caused flash floods. It has the same force as category of 5 hurricane. At least 4 people have died, including a 5-year-old. 2 drowned, another was swept away from volcanic mud, and the 4 was killed by the falling trees. In the first wind, over 1 million residents have been evacuated for their homes. Just a week after, Typhoon Molavi hit the same region and killed 22. From the coastland city of Legazpi, John Paul Santalwana reporting.
For showbiz news, Vice Ganda and Ion Perez celebrates the 2nd anniversary as sweethearts. With Vice Ganda, here is Brother Janelle Philip Pinta. Janelle.
Vice Ganda and Ion Perez celebrated their 2nd anniversary in United Kingdom. For the special occasion, Vice and Ion decided to celebrate their anniversary in the United Kingdom. Aside from this, the Showtime host made a partner cry when he revealed his special gift to him. Chris Aquino once again made a post that made her supporter excited about her having a new show. The Queen of All Media seems to have given hints on what her future program is all about. She also penned cryptic message that reads, "Babalikan ko na aking una at huling minahal." On her Instagram page, the porn actress and TV host seems to have given hints on what her future show is all about. There are things in life I learned to leave behind because the past, whether the beautiful or painful, is really just a memory. Seminarians Showbiz News.
Friendly reminders.
Mom, we're going outside to play.
Oh no, child. Don't. It's dangerous.
Why, Mom?
Because of the COVID-19.
Ever since, the child cannot play anymore safely outside. Please pray for the end of this pandemic.
For our sport news, Newsom Jackson revolts left an overtime victory over Hatcha. Here is Bro Raylan for the details. Bro?
Thank you, John Paul. Newsom Jackson revolts lift an overtime victory of Hatchas. Under siege all game long against the enemy that also wants to right its own ship. Morocco on Tuesday night scored 109-104 overtime victory over Magnolia to get back in the thick of fight courtesy of brilliance of Grace Newsom and a young brigade of unheralded gods. Once the league stopped Rocky Newsom, hit a fadeaway jumper with 10.2 seconds left to give the Bulls a 107-104 before Raymond Almasan sealed the win with 2 free throws with a second remaining as Meralco won for the second time in 4 starts, while dealing the star-studded yet undermanned Hatchets their first losing streak in 1-3 card. Rookie Aaron Black continued to make his father Coach Norman proud with his best offensive game thus far, while Travis Jackson was big near the end of regulation, which ended at 94 All-Pro by 2 Mark Baruca free throws. Jackson scored all of his 10 points in 4th period, including 3 triples that kept Meralco in the fight before Newsom capped off the Sterling net with 9 of his 23 extensions. Aaron was just slated chipping in with 16 points as he continues to make heads turn here while giving his father another viable offensive options. It was sorry defeat for Magnolia, who rode Paul Lee all game but was unable to plug the holes left by hurting K players Ayan Sagalang and Rome De La Rosa. Meralco plays winless and LEX Friday as it seeks to string together wins for the first time here and enhance its chances of advancing. The Road Warriors are also struggling, losing their first 3 games. This is Royland of RDVP from Moa Arena reporting.
Samoa use community strength, local knowledge and collective memory to prepare for COVID-19. Here is Seminarian Aljun for the report.
The COVID-19 pandemic still frustrates every affected nations around the globe as the dissemination of the virus spreads rapidly. Thankfully, because of the amount of time it has taken over, countries worldwide are more cautious in terms of preparation, fighting, and overcoming the virus. Let's take, for example, the Samoan movement of the World Health Organization Regional Office of Europe conducted a training to selected participants in the use of the relevant WHO guidance for the safe resumption of operations in the context of COVID-19 and to discuss the measures being put into place at airport grounds and any other areas. The first WHO Infodemic Management Training Program kicked off this week with participants coming together during the 8 sessions over the course of the next 4 weeks with a cohort of 270 trainees hoping to apply this to every country possible. As of October 30, the confirmed cases were 44,888,869 and already 1,178,475 deaths recorded. That's all for our health update. Action Paral reporting.
And that's all for today's latest news.
Stay tuned, brothers and sisters, for more interesting,
For more exciting,
news to be reported.
this is your #1 radio station,
RDVP, Radio de San Vicente de Paul.